And welcome back. So here in this video, we will be implementing the CheckIfSafeToCreate method, which I think will have everything all wrapped up except for some testing.
Yep. So now we don't have this CheckIfSafeToCreate other than the fact that it returns true. The whole purpose of this method is to do a check to see whether or not an asset bundle already exists and or if we have overwrite enabled. If it doesn't exist or we have overwrite enabled, it will go ahead and overwrite an existing asset bundle or create a new one if it doesn't exist. If for some reason that asset bundle already exists and we don't have overwrite enabled, it's going to prompt us to determine whether or not we really want to overwrite that asset bundle, or if we want to continue to overwrite every asset bundle from that point forward. It will also give us the ability to cancel that overwrite. So we'll start here inside of Visual Studio. Go ahead and do that initial check. It's just basically going to say if file does not exist, and the file that we're going to be looking for is going to be our asset bundle path. So I'm going to rename this asset bundle path. So if it doesn't exist or we have enabled overwrite enabled. So if that's the case, then, well, I can't work the keyboard there. So if that's the case, we're going to return true. It's perfectly safe to create that asset bundle. But if those conditions aren't met, I want to do another prompt of user import. So we're going to say var result equals, leverage editor utility again. This time we're going to use a display dialog complex. This is going to give us a 3 choice option as opposed to 1 or 2. So this one will say for our title, allow asset bundle to be overwritten. Then we'll say the file plus assets bundle path dot substring asset bundle path dot last index of we'll get that last / plus 1, and to that we'll write in need a space there, already exist. Do you want to overwrite it? And then our 3 choices. We're going to have overwrite, followed by overwrite all. Yeah, I'll get there. I was testing you. Just trying to see if I get you to say something.
I just had to clear my throat.
Yeah. I wasn't looking at the monitor, you know that.
I know that.
Alright, so go ahead and hit semicolon. So basically, this will be our prompt. Now, it's got 3 buttons that it'll create. One will be our overwrite button. If this is pressed, it's going to give us a result of 0. If the overwrite all is selected, we're going to get a result of 1. And if cancel is selected, we're going to get a result of 2. We're going to leverage that fact and say if result equals 2, return false. So if we decide to cancel, we're not going to be allowed to overwrite that file. then we're going to do a check that says if result equals 1, then we want to enable our overwrite. So we'll say overwrite enabled equals true, and then it's going to fall through and return true. So this is just going to basically say, okay, don't ask me anymore, just overwrite all of them. So if I build that, make sure there's no errors. Let's go ahead and play with it and see if it works. So jump over here. Now, with the common, if I go ahead and build asset bundles, use recursion. Yes, I do. Do I want to build a monolithic? Yes, I do. So it's going to go ahead and create it because that doesn't exist. But now that it does exist, I can say, go ahead and build it again. Use recursion. Yes. Build. Yep. Up. Now I get it. Hey, this already exists. So and you can see it says the file common.unity3d already exists. Then I can choose to cancel and nothing will happen. And I can hit overwrite and it'll build it again. But it doesn't really demonstrate it too much until I go ahead and say build asset bundle. Use recursion, but don't use the monolithic. And then the whole thing is going to build again. So hopefully use recursion, and if I hit no, it breaks because I missed something. What did I miss? Good one. Code here. Ignore YR. I found the one. So, I think I know what I did. Okay, not there. Process bundle, no. Because I copied and pasted, and that's output path, and I used bundle path. There we go. Let's try that. You know, I got it.
What? I didn't say anything.
Yeah. Okay, use recursion, yes. Okay. Do I want this one? Yes. Do I want this one? Yes. Cancel, no. Let's try it again. Yes. Build, no. All right, so if I cancel, how about this one? Cancel, so there's 3 of them. Now, if I do it a third time, and this will be our final round on this one, use recursion, build monolithic, no, overwrite all. So now it's going to build all 3, and it's never going to ask me again. But if I go and build it again, because we set false at the beginning of our export asset bundle, it's reset that state. So it's going to ask this next time. So if I hit no, then it's going to give me this prompt again. But I can hit overwrite, and then I can say overwrite all, and it will still work. Basically, that initial bit that we set in export asset bundle here is resetting that state. So every time we go and process a new batch of bundles, that overwrite enabled has been reset, because I don't necessarily want it to carry forward from batch to batch. Mm-hmm. So that will handle the CheckIfSafeToCreate method. We've tested it. I think the only thing that we really have left to do is to see if there's actually stuff inside of our asset bundle.
Okay, cool. Well, with that is going to wrap up this video, and we will see you guys in the next.